Hello my friend, let us introduce ourselves. We are from Group 5 want to explain about oligopoly part 1. Happy watching!
Before I present my material, let me introduce myself. My name is Dewi Arshida, with student number 66. I will explain the definition and characteristic of the oligopoly market and what is price leadership. Let's begin!
I will explain the meaning of the oligopoly market. Well, here are two definitions of the oligopoly market. Pindike 2005 defines an oligopoly market as a market in which only a few firms control most or all of the total production. Products produced by companies in an oligopoly market are homogeneous or similar, and there might be differentiation between the company's products. Sadana Sukirno 2005 defines the oligopoly market is a market consisting of only a few producers. Sometimes, the oligopoly market consists of only two companies, and this market is called duopoly market. After I explain the meaning of the oligopoly market, I will describe some of the characteristics of the oligopoly market. Number 1, there are few sellers, companies, and there are several dominant companies. Number 2, the goods produced are homogeneous or differentiated, such as cement, gasoline, oil raw, cigarette, water, etc. Homogeneous goods in the oligopoly market are always interdependent and related to each other. Because if a business actors who dominate the market increase their prices, automatically others also raise the price and vice versa. Number 3, companies have little power to control prices. Number 4, there is an interdependence relationship between one company and another interdependence. The more homogeneous a product is, the bigger it is dependence on policies carried out by the company dominant in the market regarding price. Number 5, odds are being promoted constantly. The third in the oligopoly market is price leadership. Price leadership is a tool to coordinate price behavior in the oligopoly market, which allows companies that depend on each other, mutually interdependent, to earn high profits. In an oligopoly market, there are only a few companies that can collude or make an agreement on prices and levels of output. The agreement between firms in industry to divide the market and fix prices is to reduce competition and increase profits. Price leader types: A. Lead prices from companies with low fares. B. The price leadership of the dominant firm is very much determining the price level. C. The price leadership is barometric for other companies to avoid risk.
Hello everyone, my name is Siti Nurhasana and my study number is 038. Cornet model. Cornet model is an oligopoly model in which the company makes homogeneous goods. Each company treats the output of its competitor as fixed, and all companies decide in unison how much to produce. Cornet model was introduced by French economist Auguste Cornet in 1838. The essence of the Cornet model is that each company treats its competitor output levels as something that remains when deciding how much to produce. Company 1 assumes that Company 2 will not produce anything, so the demand curve of Company 1 is the market demand curve, which is demand 1, 0. So, the Company 1 will produce 50 units at the point where marginal revenue 1, 0, cost marginal cost 1. Best response for Company 1 when Company 2 produces 0 units is producing 50 units. Then, Company 1 assumes that Company 2 will produce 50 units. So, the Company 1 demand's growth shift to the left by 50 units. Therefore, Company 1 will produce 25 units at the point where marginal revenue 1, 50, equals marginal cost 1. Best response for Company 1 when Company 2 produces 50 units is producing 25 units. Reaction curve and coordinate equilibrium. Reaction curve Company 1 shows how much output will produce as a function of its assumption of how much output Company 2 will produce, and conversely for reaction curve Company 2. In the coordinate equilibrium, each company assumes exactly how much their competitor will produce and maximizes their profit. So, no company moves away from this equilibrium.
First, the concept of Stackelberg oligopoly model. The Stackelberg oligopoly model was introduced by a German economist named Heinrich Freiherr von Stackelberg in 1952. If in the Carnot model, each company determines output simultaneously or at the same time, the Stackelberg oligopoly model explains that one company determines the amount of output first, that called firm leader, then followed by other companies that called followers. This is why the Stackelberg oligopoly model is also known as the leader-follower model. The firm leader who determines the output first will take into account the reactions of other companies when determining how much output to produce. For example, in a duopoly market, firm 1 and firm 2, there are the following characteristics. A. The market demand function facing the duopolies is P equal to 30 minus Q, and B. Q equal to Q1 plus Q2, and C. Marginal cost 1 equal to marginal cost 2 and equal to 0. And the question is, find the Stackelberg equilibrium. So, here is the solution. Step 1. Find the total revenue of firm 1 and firm 2. The total revenue from firm 1 is price times Q1, and the result is 30 Q1 minus Q1 squared 2 minus Q1 times Q2. And the total revenue from firm 2 is price times Q2, and the result is 30 Q2 minus Q2 squared 2 minus Q1 times Q2. Step 2. Looking for maximum profit in firm 1 and firm 2. The requirements of maximum profit is marginal revenue equal to derivative R divided derivative Q. In the firm 1, the value of Q1 is equal to 15 minus 1/2 Q2. Then, in firm 2, the value of Q2 is equal to 15 minus 1/2 Q1. Step 3. Looking for the value of total revenue of firm 1 by input the value of Q2 in the equation. and the result is 15 Q1 minus 1 half Q1 squared 2. As we know, the derivative of total revenue equal to marginal revenue. So, we know that the value of marginal revenue 1 is 15 minus Q1. Next, step 4. Looking for the value of Q1. The term of optimum condition is marginal revenue 1 equal to marginal cost. So, Q1 is 15. Step 5. Looking for the value of Q2 by input the value of Q1 to equation Q2. So the value of Q2 is 7.5. Last step, looking for the price. Back to the equation of price. P equal to 30 minus Q, while Q is Q1 plus Q2. So, 30 minus 15 plus 7.5. And the price is 7.5. Then, the price in the market equilibrium is P equal to 7.5.
I will continue the material of oligopoly model. My name is Tika Febriani, student number 29.
The third oligopoly model, namely Bertrand model. Like the Carnot model, the Bertrand model applies to firms that produce a homogeneous product and make decisions at the same time. Through this model, Bertrand criticized the oligopoly model developed by Carnot. He disagreed with Carnot's assumption that prices are determined by the market and firms only determine output with specifying price. Bertrand's oligopoly model is also called price-setting oligopoly because what the company determines is price. This is what distinguishes the Bertrand model from the Carnot and Starbuck model, where the output is determined in the two models, while the price is determined by the market. There are several assumptions used in the Bertrand model, which are as follows. Number 1. There are at least two companies with homogeneous product. Number 2. Companies in the industry don't cooperate with each other. Number 3. The firm has the same and constant marginal cost. Number 4. There is a strategic behavior between companies. Number 5. Firms compete on price, whereas demand is regulated by the market. And the last, consumer will buy product from companies with set lower price, but if the prices are the same, the output sold is divided equally among all firms. With the assumption that the goods produced by the company are homogeneous, consumer will choose cheaper goods. Therefore, if the two firms charge different price, then the firm that charges the lower price will dominate the market, so the firm with the higher price will not sell anything. If the company set the same price, consumer will not care with company to buy the product, so that each company will supply half of the market. In Bertrand's model, the output relationship between firms is positive. That is, if one company reduces its price, then the other company will try to lower price too. When the two companies compete with each other, then the reaction curve of the two firms will intersect at point A, which is the equilibrium point. The price of the company is otherwise known as Nash equilibrium with a price $4. It is different if the two companies decide to no longer compete and instead collaborate or collide. They can decide a much higher price than the two non-collusive firms of $6, which is indicate the figure by point B or called also collusion equilibrium. News on Tirto.id written by Dio Danajaya on July 29, 2019. In this news, it discussed Honda and Yamaha competition for the 150cc scooter market. The 150cc scooter class in Indonesia has probably started to get busy since Yamaha launched the NMAX in 2015. In 2019, NMAX is still one of the favorite motorbike of Yamaha consumers. Not long after that, Yamaha released a new Aerox 155 product. Astra Honda Motor did not remain silent. Around the end of 2017, the Honda PCX 150 was launched as the close competitor to NMAX in the 150cc scooter class. The following year, Honda also introduced the PCX Hybrid. Then through the Gaikindo Indonesia International Auto Show 2019, Honda presented the ADV 150, a 150cc scooter with a distinctive dual-purpose motorbike style. The Indonesian market is always changing, and so are the models that consumers are interested in, reported for CNN Indonesia. Chairman of the Commercial Division of the Indonesia Motorcycle Industry Association, Sigit Kumala, also predicts that scooters in 150cc class, such as NMAX or PCX, will still be popular on the stage. This is based on sales in 2018, which put scooter as the best-selling segment, reaching 86% of all types of motorbike.
Analysis of news content. Products. Yamaha produces NMAX 155 and Aerox 155. Meanwhile, Honda produces PCX 150 and ADV 150. Problem. Honda and Yamaha compete with each other in the 150cc scooter segment. Solution. Honda and Yamaha motorbikes are expected to maintain and implement appropriate differentiation strategies in an effort to improve consumer decisions in purchasing Honda and Yamaha motorbikes. Something that can be done to implement this differentiation strategy are 1. Adjust prices with product quality. 2. Create different products from competitors but in accordance with the condition and needs of consumers. 3. Do targeted promotions as well. 4. Forming a positive image by avoiding fraud to consumers. Products are the most considered by consumers, so companies need to maintain and improve differentiation strategies through products by creating products that are distinctive, have an advantage over competitors, and innovate in product design to suit trends and create new trends in society.
That is the explanation from us. Thank you for your attention. See you.